Hi friends, I welcome you all in this exciting training session being conducted by TNV Academy. Let me explain to you what we will be covering in this session. In this session, we will be covering the class 7 of ISO 9001-2015, which is support. Under this class, there are subclasses 7.1, which talks about resources. Under these resources, there are various subclasses which are 7.1.1 general, 7.1.2 people, 7.1.3 infrastructure, and 7.1.4 environment for the operation of the processes. So we will be covering these 4 subclasses in this session. Okay. By the way, this ISO 9001-2015 is the latest version of the standard. Earlier it was ISO 9001-2008, and they had made some revisions and updated the standard. As far as these classes are concerned, the reference is taken from ISO 9000-2015, which basically talks about the terms and definitions used in the ISO 9001-2015 standards. The purpose of having this standard is that there is no misinterpretation of terms done while implementing the requirements of ISO 9001-2015. Now let me tell you what are the key learnings takeaway from this session. At the end of this chapter, you will be able to understand what are the types of the resources needed for the organization's quality management system, what are the type of support provided by the top management to implement and maintain the quality management system. Now let's begin our discussion regarding the class 7.1. Class 7.1.1 general, which states there should be adequate resources to ensure effectiveness of quality management system. The organization must determine and provide the resources needed for the establishment, implement, maintenance, and continual improvement of the quality management system. Resources can include raw materials, equipment, infrastructure, financial resources, CapEx like capital expenditure, and operational requirements, human resources, information technology resources, especially during the pandemic times when people are working from remote locations and access to data is vital for the organization, all of which can be either internally or externally provided. The organization must have a clear understanding of what it is internally available and whether this is sufficient, fit for purpose to achieve its goals and objectives. What additional support might be needed externally? Let us look at some of the important resources. First one is people, very important resource. Leadership alone cannot realize the vision of the organization as per the strategy spelled out in the quality policy. The standard expects an organization to determine and provide the appropriate human resources to effectively implement the quality management system and for the operation and control of its processes. This is normally delegated to Human Resources Department to recruit the people with the required skills and knowledge required for the operations. Class 7.1.3 Infrastructure. An organization needs to consider all the things they will need in order to deliver the products and services. Infrastructure includes buildings, water, gas, electricity, etc., etc. And also equipment such as computers, printers, software, monitoring equipment, etc. Vehicles that may be needed for transportation of staff and movement of goods and services. Information such as standards that have to be applied, the internet, the mobile phones, tablets, etc. You can call it IT support. Okay. Now 7.1.4 Environment for the operation of the processes. The environment for the operation of the processes, this class ensures that the organization determines, provides, and maintains an environment necessary for the operation of the processes and achieve the conformity of products and services. The term environment refers to the work environment and is used to describe the set of conditions in which employees perform their work, under which products and services are also produced. Work environment can be a combination of human and physical factors such as social factors like non-discriminatory, calm, non-confrontational, equal opportunity workplace, psychological factors like stress reducing, no bullying, no harassment, prevention of sexual harassment in case of women employees in the organization, emotionally protective, employee engagement initiatives, appreciations, etc., etc. Physical factors like welfare, including comfort from heat, humidity, noise control, etc., etc., comfortable working conditions. The above factors differ from organization to organization substantially depending upon the products and services being provided by the organization. Apart from the above, monitoring and measuring resources and organization knowledge are the other two types of resources which we will see in another session. Friends, I hope you are clear with the requirements of clause 7.1 of ISO 9001:2015 with regard to resources. So now we will learn about the mandatory documentation requirement of the organization has to maintain while meeting the requirements of clause 7.1.1 to 7.1.4. There is no mandatory documentary requirement for the above clauses. However, it is left to the organization to maintain required documentation. It is not practicable for an organization to operate without having to keep documentary evidence of its various resources and how they are maintained. Dear friends, we have now come to the conclusion of this training session on resources 7.1.1 to 7.1.4 of ISO 9001:2015. I hope you all must have understood the requirements and concepts that fall under these classes. Now I will see you again in another exciting new topic. Till then, it's me signing off. Goodbye. Thank you.